Hi, hello, welcome back. I just got my hair done, re-dyed. Still have a little bit of a mess around the scalp, but not too bad. And I'm feeling extra fancy and cute today. So I thought I would do my makeup, but I want to do it using different techniques and like TikTok trends that I've seen, and just the way that I don't normally do my makeup. And I actually have like a list of these things that I've been wanting to try or I'm just curious about. I'm gonna do one technique today because some of them I feel like contradict each other. So today I'm gonna try underpainting. And if you're not aware, underpainting is when you do basically everything underneath your foundation. So bronzing, contour, bronzing, sculpting, contour, bronzing, blush, and highlight, I think. Or maybe just starting with a highlight or a glowy base. And then you put like a light coverage foundation on top. I've never done this before. I don't have much going on today, so it's okay if it doesn't turn out, if it doesn't suit me, because what am I doing except nothing? So that's something that I wanted to try today, and I thought it would be a perfect video for the YouTubes. Some other ones that I want to try are just more like the Instagram baddie and using like concealer to help sculpt your face. I generally spot conceal before foundation, so I feel like the lifting Instagram baddie technique happens after you've put foundation on. So that's just a few of the ones that I've been thinking about. Some of them are eyeshadow techniques and for like hooded eyes, cut creases, things like that. So for this one, we're doing underpainting. We're gonna give it a go and hopefully it looks nice. I don't have like high hopes or low hopes. I have no hopes. I'm just like, we'll see how it goes. I'm just interested and let's go on this journey together. So something I see on YouTube and TikTok all the time, I'm growing my bangs out. So like these are, I don't know. I have a lot to learn with how to style my hair like this. But I always see girls with their little clips and they just go, whoop. That's what I just did. I always have full fringe, full bangs, and I always have to like twist them back and everything. So I just went boop. And now they're out of my way. That's kind of fun. I was looking forward to that. But underpainting. So I'm gonna start with, I've already moisturized all that. It's actually like 4:30. So again, not a big deal if this doesn't work out. I'm not really sure like what best practices are for this, if there's like a certain type of base you're supposed to prep for. For the sake of moving through my collection and stuff, I'm almost done with this Milani Brightside, so that's what I'm gonna go in today with to prime. Sounds good to me. And I love this primer. This is one of my favorites. It's like a vitamin C brightening primer, and I think it's so nice. It adds a good, nice little glow. Makes me feel fresh. I do have this like massive pimple on my lip, and it is really sore. But yeah, I just got my hair done. It looks amazing. We're hopefully gonna go out. Like I said, it's 4:30. It took 4 hours to get my hair done. It's a process. But what we did was a permanent, like, a dark plum. We did like a dark plum on the root and then like just like a plummy kind of throughout with the really purple, magenta, vibrant, balayaged throughout. So we had to do the permanent color, do a round of bleach, lightener, whatever you want to call it, and then the actual color, and she styled it for me and everything. So it took quite a while. But I love it. I'm obsessed with it. My stylist is amazing. I feel like I've gotten very lucky with stylists in the past couple of years. I had one that I saw for a very long time in the Valley in LA. And when I moved from LA to Long Beach, I couldn't see him anymore. And I was kind of bummed because I'd seen him for forever. And then I found this gal, Sarah, in Long Beach. And oh boy, did I love her so much. And I was devastated when I moved because I was like, how am I ever gonna find a replacement for her? And then I found Darian, and I feel even luckier because Darian's the first person I went to when I moved out here to Texas. First stylist that I saw, and very, very pleased with that. And I'm very loyal, so I honestly feel like even if it wasn't perfect, if it wasn't great, I'd have a really hard time finding someone else at this point, like 3 years in. But she's amazing. She's wonderful. Would recommend if you're in College Station, look her up. So the thing with underpainting, and I watched a bunch of videos about it, is that you're supposed to go very heavy and a lot. And blend that out together and then put your foundation on top. This is what I believe. This is what I think. I'm gonna go in, I think, with 2 different, I don't know, this might be enough. I'm gonna go in with this one. And usually I do this whole thing. I'm gonna go a little bit harder, a little bit more into it, and just apply like this. I don't know. This might be a bad idea. This might not. I don't really know. And then I'm gonna go in with my Flawless filter and go on the top of that. I took the stopper out of my Flawless filter, and it applies so much better now. I get minis, I'm down with minis, but I don't like the packaging for this one for whatever reason. I find it very hard to work with. Well, now that I took the stopper out, it's better. All right, so that's everything. And I'm gonna go in with a sponge versus my brush. And I'm not trying to, like, I don't know, I guess I'm trying to blend it in and away and into each other. Let's just go. And when I said that I watched a lot of videos, I probably watched like 3. But I see it all the time. I see people do it all the time. And maybe it'll be okay. I mean, it doesn't look good. It's not good, but also not bad. I don't know. And then I know it's supposed to be, I know you're supposed to go with light coverage. I don't actually have any of that, but my NARS is probably the lightest, like most buildable that I have. So I'm just gonna go in with like a little bit of that. And apply sparingly, maybe? And like around it. Although I just put that right over the bronzer. My concern is that it's gonna look heavy. And it's probably gonna be my fault for it looking heavy. Because I don't know what I'm doing. It seemed like a good idea when I started. I'm just like putting it on my hand and bouncing it into the sponge. I don't know, it just seems like the right thing to do. If this does work, then I'm like already almost done. I feel like complexion usually takes me the longest when getting ready. We're talking, you know, primer, buffing in the foundation, concealer if I do that before the foundation, and then blending out contour and blush, and then going in with all the powders of those things, contour, bronzer, blush, highlight. I feel like all that takes a long time. And not that this is taking any faster, but like kind of all the cream steps are done at once, obviously. Even though I don't really know. Just slapping them on like that. Well, I'm definitely glowy. And I do blend a lot into, like I just bounce it back and forth, just try to get a, this is normal. This is not even excessive blending, I don't think. Might be. Okay. I feel like my lights are a little hot. Let me turn them down. I don't know if that's any better, but I think it worked. I do feel, no, actually I don't, maybe. I was like, I feel like I need to go in more. I feel like this does not match my neck. I feel like it's a very different color. Yeah, I feel like the bronzer just kind of went everywhere. And now my face is a different color than my neck. So now I'm gonna go in with concealer. Maybe this is why everyone conceals afterwards. Although I don't know why it's called concealing. Brightening? I don't know. So this is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. No, it's not. Radiant Concealer in the shade Vanilla. We're just gonna, nope. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. We're gonna try to lighten this up a bit. This is where it's gonna get cakey, I feel. Because I clearly know what I'm doing. Alright. I think I used too much. I don't think this is going well. I don't know how people do this every day. Well, they probably know what they're doing. So. The deciding factor in this is going to be what Anthony thinks. See, now it just looks like I'm wearing a mask. I don't know. In the monitor, at least. In the mirror, it doesn't look as bad. In this mirror over here. We're going to just stop judging. We're going to stop judging and see what happens. I do think I went in with too much though. I kind of feel like all dimension is gone with that concealer. It did definitely brighten it up. I definitely don't look like I have the wrong color on. Okay. Just go with me on this. Just come with me on this journey. Now, okay. It's not bad. Especially looking not straight with the light, which I turned down. It doesn't look bad. But I do need more dimension. So we're gonna go in with my e.l.f. bronzer. And just kind of add some dimension back in. But I just kind of thought that was the whole point of underpainting. So that dimension was there. I just probably went in with too much. I just went in with too much. Less is always more. I need to know this. I should know this. I will know this and remember this. It's starting to look better again. And then I'm gonna go in with, I don't know, now I'm feeling like maybe a bronzy look. So I'm gonna go in with like a, with my favorite Cover FX blush in the shade Warm Honey. Looks like that. I feel like this is like my everyday blush almost at this point. I can't think of one that I reach for more. And there's barely even a dent in it. So So I'm gonna have this stuff forever. I definitely need to wash my brushes this weekend. Blush brush. Literally every brush I've pulled out is a foundation brush. One, two, three. I have 4 foundation brushes. 5. What? No, that's a contour brush. But still no blush brush. I had used bronzer on my blush brush. So, just a little. Now I look like I do every day. So I don't really know what the point of underpainting was. Because once I've added the powders back in, it looks like it does every day. So I guess that's a good thing. I don't look like I'm wearing 18 pounds of makeup, I don't think. But I also, I don't know. I'm gonna leave those thoughts for later. And again, wanted to go a little bronzy today, so I'm going in with my Ofra Glow Goals, which is great for summer. It might be too much for this. Gray, gloomy January day, but that's why we glow. That's why we glow. When the sun does not shine, we bring the shine ourselves. I feel like that should be in a fortune cookie. I also credit this all to the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation because I just don't think that there's anything that that foundation can't remedy. It's so beautiful. All right. Well, that's the base. That was the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle. I'm gonna zip through my eyeshadow. Today I will be using the Sultry palette. I will be doing a 3 Looks 1 palette featuring the Sultry palette one of these days. Not sure if it will be before this video or after. I have one more look to do, not this one. But I have to film one more look for it and then edit it. But then I also have to edit this video. So whichever gets done first will go up first. So something to look forward to, one or the other. Well, I guess if you see 3 Looks 1 palette for Sultry first, you won't know about this one. But if you're seeing this one first, then you have that to look forward to. Also, really need to wash my brushes. I love a good fluffy brush. All my fluffy brushes are dirty. So, a little bit closer. It's gonna be a super basic eye look. We're going for bronzy, and I think the Sultry palette can definitely deliver for that. But we're gonna do quick and dirty, the way we always do, with our little transition shade here, and then an outer third darker shade, and then a shimmer. A recipe that never fails and works for absolutely every palette and every person. Wonderful technique, highly recommend, especially when you're in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry, I don't have the brain capacity right now to think of a fun, cute look. Also, this palette doesn't really inspire me to do that. This palette is basic to me, screams basic. And that's okay. I love basic. I am basic. I am the most basic person you'll ever meet, and maybe the one that owns it the most. Pumpkin spice latte, sign me up. Want to watch Grey's Anatomy and rom-coms all day? Yes, please. You want to do basic bitch makeup? Queen of basic. Sign me up. It's one of my favorite colors. It's called Twig. I think it's the most neutral brown I've ever used in the most perfect of ways. And I'm going to go in with the shade Dystopian, which is the darker of the browns in this palette. And just go right in the outer here. Deepen it up a little bit, right into the crease. Normally when I'm doing my makeup in the mornings and stuff, I do all of the creams and I do my eyes and then do the powders. but I forgot today. I was more concerned about the base. I don't really experience a lot of fallout with this palette anyway, so it'll be okay. And as always, blend, 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 blend. Anthony's on a walk right now, and then supposedly I'm supposed to be done, which I think I will be. I'm gonna change my clothes because I don't actually like what I'm wearing. I just wore something comfy to this hair salon. But it's also like really chilly today. So I'm gonna layer up a little bit. But we're gonna go to a vintage pop-up shop fair. Like a market, open air market. Over in Lake Walk, within College Station. Just a bunch of thrift stores are putting out their wares, and I thought it would be fun to go do. And that's what we're gonna do. I almost begged out of it. I was like, you know what? I'm really tired. Maybe we just stay here. And then like seriously 12 seconds later, I was like, nah, I just got my hair cut. I wanna do a cute look. Let's go out, let's go out, let's do it. I'm gonna start with Teak, this one right here, and then add Cinder. So I'm gonna try to do Teak right in the middle and Cinder in the inner. This palette is so pretty. Like, it really is so basic, but it really delivers in its basicness. But I usually am not very inspired by it. Like, it makes the same looks in different tones. It has that one balloon color, that little peachy pink coral. I have a hard time incorporating that color into looks. So I'm basically just doing brown, neutral, bronzy tones. And that's okay by me. But it is a very pretty palette. Even if I don't utilize it completely because of that. I'm just kind of going back and forth between those two shimmers. Pretty. A little bit of dimension, not a whole lot, but pretty. It's not obviously like a multi-chrome or anything when you shift your head, but I feel like between this medium bronze and that lighter kind of champagne-y, I like it. I like it. I like it. That's very nice. Good job. Also, this is like the only one that I use every single time I use this palette. So it's got a beautiful pan in it. None of the other ones are even close. So this is the face thus far. Everything else is already done. So I'm gonna go in with a brown liner. Curl my lashes first. Oh, I just said I don't ever get any fallout, and there's fallout all over my face right now from those glitters. I'll fix it. I will add some shimmer to the inner corner when I'm done with all this, but let's get the liner on first and dried. So this is a very wet liner, and it takes forever to dry. So I have to like literally sit with my eyes like that, so I don't get it all over the top lid, which I've done on this channel many a time, so nothing new. I think it's okay. I think it's okay for now. Now we have to match the other side. I think this one goes up a little bit more, but whatever. We just do the best that we can with what we got. And I have uneven eyelids. They fold and crease differently. I just work with what I got. And then exciting news, I have a new mascara. So exciting. I finished the 2 mascaras that I use on the regular, which is the Revlon Big Bad Lash, and then it was the Sephora Size Me Up, which both of them, great. Absolutely will repurchase. I thought I would try something new though, and I've never tried the e.l.f. Big Mood. I think I'm gonna like it. I've heard good things about it, and I like this kind of wand that has like a little hourglass shape to it. I'm fond of that. The Revlon Big Bad Lash. Let me fish that out real fast. Oh my gosh, you know like when you can hear like when a mascara is like done? That's what I just heard right now. It's time for it to go. So, looks like Big Mood even has a thicker bristle wand, but they're similarly shaped, and even then this one has a more distinguishable hourglass look to it. So, I think I'm gonna like it just by that. By the way the brush looks alone, but let's give it a go. Oh, it is a big fat brush. It might be too much for my little tiny eyes. That's pretty good. I don't not like that at all. I might like that a lot. I don't hate it. That's what I was trying to say. I don't like it. Just kidding. I love it. Doesn't seem to be clumping. Applies nicely. I am going slow because it is a big brush. And it's e.l.f. So it was like $8, maybe? Maybe less than that? I don't really know. My holy grail for the longest time for mascara has been the Hourglass Cosmetics, the Caution mascara. That stuff. It still is pretty much my standard for mascara, because that stuff did not budge. It did not flake. It didn't smudge. It was bulletproof. And I distinctly remember wearing it to a hot yoga class one day. I didn't have any other makeup on, but I put mascara on before I left, just for fun, to see how it would look. And you know what? It looked great. I was like, damn, this stuff is great. But it's $29. And just in general, I have a hard time paying that much for something that does not last that long. I wear mascara with every look I do every day. If I don't have makeup on, I don't have mascara on. But I would say that I wear makeup 6 days a week, sometimes 7. Definitely 6 though. Very seldom do I not go a whole weekend without putting makeup on. So I do replace my mascaras quite often. And the Hourglass ones were just too expensive to keep doing that. And since then, I have found the Revlon Big Bad Lash, which I think is pretty great. It does flake. It does smudge. I do have little raccoon eyes by the end of the day. And the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, also a great mascara. Still smudges, still budges, not bulletproof. So I'm very excited for this one. I think it looks very nice on my lashes. What do you think? It's very pretty. Volumizing, not clumpy at all. I like it. We're almost done with this look. I'm gonna throw on some fake freckles in my little eyebrows. I almost asked her to put purple on my eyebrows, because that would have been fun. But I did not. Maybe next time. I don't know if she would do that. But for now, I just go in with the Makeup Revolution eyebrow gel. It's the only eyebrow gel I use. I'm too lazy. Okay, so now that I'm growing out my bangs, I do think I need to take better care of my eyebrows. Because normally my bangs would just cover them. So I felt less inclined to take care of my brows. Beyond even doing that. So, but I do feel like maybe I need to like shape them, and they frame your eyes. Your eyebrows are the frames of your soul. If you're eyes are the soul. Eyes are the windows to your soul. And your eyebrows are the frame. Just a few. I say that and then I go way overboard. Basically anywhere I have texture, I add freckles. Kind of a lot on this side. And then for my nose, I feel like I've showed this before, but I put a few little freckles on my finger like that. Not trying to be rude. And I just boop, 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 boop. I feel like that helps a little bit. And then that's the look. Now we are done. What do we think about underpainting? Was it worth it? I'm still undecided. I can't decide if I look any better than usual. I definitely think it looks decent. I don't think it looks awful, but I'm not quite sure if it was worth it. I got my lippy sticks here. Kind of want to do a neutral lip, but I always do a neutral lip, but I don't want to do a bright lip. These are all too cool toned. Hold, please. I have this desire for a color that I can't seem to find. I'm sure I have it in my collection. I just need to go through and swatch everything. But I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Crayon Ultimate Lip Color Stational Matte Lipstick in the shade More Stone. Yeah, actually, that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted this color. That's it. That is what I wanted. I did have it. I knew it. All right. What do we think? Yay or nay for underpainting? Is it something I should do again? Give it another try. Maybe use a different foundation and or go heavier on the contour stick, but also blend it more up instead of down. I think I just ended up getting it everywhere. I'm not really sure about the blending. Also, I should just watch like more videos on it. The 3 that I watched, I thought I understood and grasped all the concepts, but maybe not. But I do like the way this look turned out. I think it looks really pretty. And here's hoping I find cool things at this vintage party. And until I see you all again, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you next time.